Hi everybody, and welcome to the ProBuilder Getting Started tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll learn the basics of using the ProBuilder GUI, building and editing geometry, and texturing in UVs. Let's begin by opening the ProBuilder GUI. Click on Tools, ProBuilder, and then ProBuilder window. The ProBuilder GUI has two components, the smaller Edit Mode toolbar for element editing, and the larger Main toolbar for tools and actions. You can shape this main toolbar however you'd like, and you can also click in an empty space to choose between items like floating or dockable window and using icon versus text mode. Enough about GUI, let's start building. Start by clicking the New Shape button to open the Shape Creation window, and choose a shape such as cube, arch, or stairs. Also try editing the shape options. There are quite a few items here, and just messing around with them is a great way to learn. For this lesson, let's start with a simple cube shaped at 4 by 2 by 2. Once you're ready, click on the Build Cube button, and now we have a mesh to edit. So remember that Edit Mode toolbar at the top? The first button is Object Mode. This is basically nothing special mode, just like what it sounds. You're editing, moving, rotating, etc. Just the object as a regular Unity item. The other three buttons enable element editing. You have the vertices, the individual points on the mesh, the edges, lines that connect the vertices, and the faces, the flat surfaces or polygons on the mesh. Just like regular Unity objects, you can click, hold Shift to click, drag select, etc. in each of the modes. You can also move using the standard move tool, rotate, and scale, again using the standard Unity tools. Of course, Ctrl Z also works just fine. Now let's add some geometry and detail. Hold Shift while moving a face to extrude it, or hold Shift while scaling to perform an inset. You can quickly chain this together to add detail and geometry to your objects. To remove geometry, just select it and hit backspace. For complex or precise actions, we'll need to use the toolbar. In the toolbar, buttons with a red accent are geometry actions. For example, in face mode we have some items like bevel, flip normals, and detach. If I switch to edge mode, I now see edge options such as bridge, connect, and also individual edge beveling. Last, for geometry, take a look at the blue accented toolbar buttons. These are often overlooked but very useful. Use these to quickly modify your selection with actions like grow selection, invert selection, as well as select by color or material and several selection option toggles. Next, let's take a look at texturing your mesh. We'll move back to object mode and open up the materials panel. Then drag and drop any materials you like into the material palette slots. With an object selected, click on Apply to apply that material to the entire object. Or you can select individual faces and click the Apply button or hit the keyboard shortcut that it shows to apply the material just to those selected faces. If you need to make basic UV changes, you can open up the UV editor and click on the In Scene Controls button. With this turned on, you can move, rotate, and adjust tiling via scale to quickly align faces so you don't have a mess like this. Select a face and then hold Ctrl and click to use the auto stitch feature. For more advanced users, there is a full UV editor available, including the ability to render out templates, but we'll save that for a future tutorial. So there are the basics to using ProBuilder. You can also hover your mouse over any of the toolbar items and hold Shift to bring up a custom tooltip with lots of info and any relevant keyboard shortcuts. We also highly recommend you take a look at the brand new Learning Center and documentation, which has videos, images, and descriptions for every single action, neatly categorized and organized, that you can browse through at any time. There's also the Procore forum, which is a great resource to learn, submit any bug reports, or get troubleshooting help, and has over 1,000 members now. So thanks very much for watching. We hope this gives you a good start into using ProBuilder, and we look forward to seeing you in the future tutorials.